Do you regret getting married young?
Short answer, no. Long answer, definitely not.
My short answer is yes. I'm not kidding. No,
Really?
no, I'm
Oh my
kidding.
gosh.
You're like, stop. No. Are you okay? What did I do?
Well,
Is
you
it
should tell
something
him.
I
I mean,
did?
you should tell him we didn't talk about this beforehand.
No.
You just
No, we
gave the.
didn't. So
He gave us the. What's it called? The topic.
the prompt, the question.
The prompt.
Yeah.
But he said,
We
we're
discussed-
not
no.
discussing it before the podcast. So this is gonna be
This
rough.
is off the dome.
Off the good old dome here.
The good old dome. Scary. No, I don't. That's obviously. It's been amazing. When we got married, I was 20. You were 21. You're
Yep.
a cougar.
10 months only.
For sure.
10 months only.
Yeah. I felt young.
Yeah. But also, like, it didn't. Like, I felt old
No,
at
like
that
compared
point.
to you.
Oh. What? Hey!
No, I'm kidding.
Did you? Well,
No.
you kind of were. You were immature.
couldn't-
You weren't, like,
Well,
young. You
yes.
were just really...
1,000%.
Yeah.
But more like I couldn't drink at our wedding.
Right.
It was like one of those.
But it was also a backyard wedding,
think
so
I
you
did.
did.
I
Yeah.
did.
Don't tell
Well, it
the
doesn't
cops.
matter if it wasn't a backyard wedding. I still would have drank.
Yeah, you still would
Yeah.
have. You're getting married. I think that's the stupidest. I think that's
Yeah.
the stupidest thing. Why can we get married at 18, but like the drinking law is still 21?
Yeah.
Like that's just stupid. Like they should match up, or they should cancel each other out. Like if you get married at 18,
So you just drink
can
whenever
drink
you get married.
when you get married.
Yeah.
Like that should just. Like,
Oh,
I just
I
think
see.
that's stupid.
If you get married at like 20,
Yeah,
then
like
you can drink.
why is it that we can
That makes sense.
like bind ourselves?
You're a
That's a weird word,
genius.
but like why is it that we can bind ourselves to somebody for the rest
We
of our
combine
lives?
ourselves with somebody.
Combine. But like we can't drink like that. Like what are the laws? Like the laws
It's
just
weird.
don't make sense when it comes to those ages
I'm
and,
sure there's
and
some
everything. But also
Strange historic reasons.
the numbers have just gone up to when people get married, so it
Yeah.
doesn't happen.
I think they're in the
often.
30s right now.
Yeah.
I think.
No offense,
Minimum.
but that's really old
Yeah,
to me.
you're pretty old. Not you. Just if you're in your 30s. I'm like going after you.
I just
today.
feel like that. I just feel like that was never the way I thought about marriage. Like it wasn't like I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna go to school. I'm gonna figure out my career, and I'm gonna like do all of those things before I got married. Like I was always like I'm gonna graduate high school and then find a man to get married. Like
Yeah.
that was just always my thought
You were
process.
always on the hunt.
Not really.
No, you weren't.
I really wasn't. I was really pretty content being alone.
Sounds so sad.
Wow. Why?
I was so content being.
Well, because you weren't. You were like, "Rah!"
No.
You were on the hunt.
Yeah. I was projecting right there. I thought you. So no, it was me. It was me.
So yeah, no, I don't. I think it's been.
It was never something that we were like, should we? I for me, I mean, I was the one steam engineering.
Yeah, which is
The whole
weird though,
thing.
because if you think about it, like you were also like, I'm scared to get married.
I was?
Yes. You were like, I don't know, like in the very beginning of dating.
Cut. No, I don't remember that.
I remember vividly saying like marriage scares me because you've not had a good example of like, or a healthy example of what that looks like. And I mean,
I don't remember that.
I haven't either. So it's like,
Did you
we
feel that? The same way?
no, I wasn't really scared. I knew myself,
Yeah.
and like I was
I feel
very
like once you decided you were sure,
yeah.
but like it took you a little while to be sure
Well, because
to decide.
it took you a while to show me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always say that I like when I tell people like our story, or like even just like looking at who you are now, like I always say like God gave me foresight into like who you could be. Not that you were gonna change, but
Not that you were
I
gonna
saw
change me.
these tiny seeds of like amazing qualities that you just full blown like pursued. Sorry, the planes.
Keep that in.
Like once you found it, you pursued it hard and faithfully and diligently. And so yes, like you weren't perfect, but like God allowed me to see that you were willing to grow without really fully myself understanding what that meant. And so I think, because you were pretty crazy. You were young, you were immature. Wasn't perfect. Our dating wasn't perfect.
Started
but like
dating when we were 19.
Yeah.
When I was 19.
When I was 19 too.
Cougar,
I think I was 19 too. We were 19 at the same time for a short period.
Yeah.
So.
Which that's coming up.
Yep.
My birthday. I'm about to be 24.
Yep. And I'll be 24.
For like the 1 month that we're both 24.
It's 2 months.
It's
Actually, it's 3.
It's 2. Okay.
It's 3.
Yeah, no. And you had people. And I think that was the big thing for me.
Yeah.
People in my life, older men.
Yeah, I had a lot of really
friends,
amazing examples of
your people.
Yeah, like just spouses and like people that took me into their home, and I got to see like close up how they ran their families, and but just counsel, a lot of counsel. I let people in my life really young, and was just really vulnerable and open. And I mean, my whole life, I feel like I've had it's all the Lord, but like He's gifted me with the ability and desire to just want to grow and to change and to morph into a better sister, daughter, wife, mother. And not perfect, but I do feel like I consistently have an attitude that wants to grow, and I think that's huge.
And I can second that. That's true.
Thanks.
I think the people thing was the thing that I struggled with the most, and looking back was like the one of the most like immature areas where I was like, why do what other people say matter? And it sounds like such like a TV thing. It's like, what? Like, stop listening to them. It doesn't matter. And like in the TV, in the shows, they always like frame it like, the mom is annoying or whatever. Like they're biased and a bad counselor or whatever. But like looking back, that was one of the areas where I'm like, that's so dumb of me. Like,
kinda.
Your friends, your family, which is just like the too general.
Well, I think it
groups.
it's overall, when you're dating somebody, you really like somebody, you love somebody even, that's a really hard thing to like let people in so much as to say, these are some qualities that I'm concerned about, and actually take that. And like that was really hard for me from like my close people, and just being like, man, like, okay. And so I'm hearing those things, and I bring them to you and just be like, this is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Like, that's messy.
And
that's uncomfortable for you to hear, to be like, well, what the heck? I'm marrying you, not all these other people.
Yes.
So
but
like,
I don't even think we communicated that
well.
well.
No. We weren't.
Like, we're doing that. No. Like, you're saying it so well, but you didn't say it like that. So
no. But I
clearly,
was communicating the things people were sharing with me and the concerns people had.
It was that and hesitancy. Because I was pushing
for myself.
Like just the whole way.
Yeah, like you were like ready to marry me when you told me that you liked
me.
Like, and that was so foreign to me because we were just friends. We'll do the whole background story one day, but not now.
I mean, I would have gotten married. I would have married you even younger.
Mm-hmm.
If I was ready.
No, you would have.
Yeah. Well, I would have. Regardless if I was ready.
It's very interesting because
But I think I could have been ready given the circumstances. Me and internal and external people helping me, training me, leading me, and willingness and training and practicing.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready at like 18, 19.
No.
But I could have been, and that would have been cool,
if you
but I wasn't.
Wait, I'm confused. Like, you're saying you could have been if you had that earlier on?
I think you can be a total man at 18, 19.
I completely agree, but you didn't.
And since I'm a man, I think I could have.
You could have.
Yeah, but I didn't, and I wasn't.
Right.
right? If I
Okay.
had someone like
Right, 'cause
mentors,
I
like
guess
Thomas
my-
and Eric and people like that in my life
Right.
earlier,
Yes.
and if I,
But it took me to push you to do those things.
for sure,
Or not even push, what do we say? Like,
you pulled that.
I
out.
pulled it out of you.
You really did.
And then the men are pushing you
Yeah.
to grow in those things that I
'Cause you
was like,
couldn't-
this is what I need. This is
You
what
could
I
be
want.
a motivator
Yeah.
to, and I see that so much, and I want that for young people, and even just the young people that we know. Like, I think that's such a huge thing. I think, like, women and men's lives, or boys' lives. I don't think. I would say I became a man when you got married.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like a rough. Like, I just think that's like that's just one of my things.
That's Milo, guys. Check him out.
Check him out. Oh,
Milo Isai.
okay, that's crazy.
Maybe we shouldn't give full names.
It's a full
We'll block
name to a
that.
dog.
We'll block that.
Don't bleep it out. That's crazy. But I forgot where I was going with that.
Sorry, I couldn't help you. I was still trying to follow.
That's okay. But I wish I was ready, but I wasn't.
Right.
I think I would have married you like 2 weeks in.
Yeah, I am thankful that we waited,
Yeah.
because I do think that had we rushed more so in getting married, maybe some of the pressure to grow would have been dulled. Not that you wouldn't have grown.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was saying. You were a motivator.
Yeah. So
Wow.
like having that, and I'm thankful that I didn't just like decide, because
You
I
didn't
do
give in.
right. Well, one of my, I don't know if you would call it a philosophy, but one of my things that I live by is like, there's love as like a feeling, but then love is a choice. And so once that I found in you just a comfort and like a stability of who you were and who you were growing into, it was a choice. I was like, actually, yeah, I'm gonna marry this man, and that was it. Like, it was like
Your
an
choice,
actual
you mean.
mental thing for me to be like, I'm gonna marry him,
Yeah.
and we're gonna do this.
You had the feels.
Yeah. And so, and I think that a lot of people are just looking for all these like, oh my goodness, it's gotta look beautiful, or it's got like to feel a certain
Which
way.
I was.
And
But
it's true. The beard man.
I was gorgeous back then.
You still are. So that's definitely been something that.
Don't pee on it.
Stop.
Don't do it. He looked.
So that's definitely something that I like believe pretty strongly, and counsel people to look outside of just feelings, because feelings aren't facts. So what are the facts? And the facts were
What's
that you were
true?
willing to grow, and that's
What is
huge.
the reality?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think there was a alternate universe where you would have given in? Like,
No.
to all my... I feel like no, never. No.
No. I think with all the growth and preparation and the things that I grew up seeing in my family and dynamics, and then seeing other examples of what it could look like, I was pretty like, nah. You know, I strong in my beliefs of, you're going to father my children, and I'm not
Yeah,
willing
I
to yeah. I'm not willing to settle for them. They're not even here. They weren't even
The future children.
yeah, they're just the future children. Like, for me, that was everything. I wanted somebody that I could
Those are big stakes.
breed. Yeah, it is. And
Were you going to say breed?
no, I was going to say be, and then it slurred.
Bring children into this world.
Yeah, and that's always been what I've wanted. Just to, my life goals. I never had like this solid career that I wanted, or like any clear pathway. I'm really good at a lot of things,
Yeah.
and I'm really good with people. You know, I thought about the medical field. I thought about military. I thought about fire. Like, I'm a
CIA.
hard worker. No,
Spy.
I don't think I'm that smart. But
Espionage.
there's just a lot of things that I think I'm very capable of doing.
Yeah.
But nothing that I felt like God was calling me to, except for
That was top
to
tier
be
bucket list.
a wife and mother, and then hopefully start my own company with my husband. And so,
I
that
hope he knows
hope
what he's doing.
yeah, I know, that's a lot of pressure, isn't it? I wouldn't want to be in your shoes. Let's just say. But yeah, so like that was always what I wanted. I had like just a clear understanding that, you know, I wanted to be married and to have kids. And I hated school. I hated it. So I wasn't even willing to like go spend a ton of money on a pathway I had no real solid understanding or like desire to go do. I was like, I'm gonna just work my tail off and like learn a lot
buy your dream car,
buy my dream car, like, and then hopefully the Lord will allow me to get married young and have babies. And that's like, he opened up all those doors. And I'm talking a lot, but it's not,
it's sexy.
I think a lot of Christian women want that, and it's not something that the Lord opens up those doors right away. And so I'm really grateful for that. And I don't know why he chose me to like have such a quick, you know, dating experience, and like not having that much of a dating experience with people, and really just having like all my firsts with you, and like learning with you, and just getting married young and growing up and just being like, what is our life right now? Like, we're gonna have 2 under 2 this year, and just being like, holy cow, like 4 years ago I was like, I'm never getting married, I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life. And then God was like,
You were dating me.
Okay, 5 years ago. Sorry, I'm
4
bad
years
with
ago,
math.
I was like, I'm gonna be single forever.
You're right. Is it 5 years then?
We've been married for 3.
Dated for 1.5.
Dated,
it's
engaged.
like 5.
Dated, engaged for.
Yeah, like 5-6 years ago. That's crazy.
Yeah. Started hanging out in 2020.
Yeah.
Knew you since junior high.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a good story. It's a good story.
It is a good story. We'll do that one day. But yeah, like, I was like, nah, I'm gonna be single and
Thought you were gonna die alone.
buried in the single section of the cemetery. Jeez. If you know that movie quote,
no,
you should put it in the comments, because it's a good movie quote. I'm not gonna give it to them.
Sorry. You're right.
I'm not gonna give it to them.
I have no idea. It's one of those rom-coms that you watch, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a rom-com.
It is a rom-com, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
And you don't really like it,
like
but I like it.
Something dresses.
Mm-mm.
No, okay, I'm not gonna.
Don't try to
I'm
get
done.
no.
I'm done.
If you guys know, put it in the comments. And so.
Your sister.
Yeah, so I just, getting married was always something that I wanted, and I don't regret it. And there are things. There's
Do you think we were ready?
I hate that question. To be like.
Well, then reframe it. Don't accept it.
I don't. I'm getting good at that. Not accepting things. What was I going? Pregnancy brain. What was your question?
You were ready?
Oh, yes. Me not liking that question. You're right.
Yeah.
I don't think there's ever a ready when it comes to marriage or children. I think there's preparation. I think there's discipline, and I think there's a willingness to grow, but I don't think you're ready, because ultimately you don't know what it's like to be so physically and soul tied to somebody, and then live with somebody that you've never experienced that. Like, you've had your blood family, but that's just like so wildly different.
You're choosing family.
Yeah, like
Literally.
choosing somebody and saying like, I am gonna choose you no matter what, over my own fleshly desires, over my own, I just want to be able to shop whenever I want to shop, or I just want to, hang out with these people or go on this trip or whatever it is, whatever your thing is, I choose to do that with you. I choose to navigate that so that we can grow together. And I don't think readiness is what people should be looking for, because you're never going to be ready, because you're going to hopefully constantly be growing together. And so readiness, I don't really like.
What would you say then? Prepared?
I think
But even then, that's kind of,
I think a willingness to grow. Do you have a true willingness to grow? Are you able to hear people's concerns about the person you're dating? Are you able to take that in, talk about it, and
do you think
get to
there's,
the
like,
heart
basic
of
lines, like financial, smarts, like
I
you
think
can do 2 plus 2.
Right. Right. I think there's
I don't think you
basic,
should have married me if I couldn't do 2 plus 2.
No. I think there's basic life necessities that you need to
abuse.
be able to have. I like that's sure. Like, there's a readiness in the aspect of, can you live on your own yet? Like, if you were to move out, do you know what you're doing?
Right.
But even then, like,
so what are the equivalents?
You figure that out. Like,
right.
We had to figure out the whole, like, we weren't financially trained. Like, our parents didn't teach us anything about money.
I don't think anyone's parents did.
I don't know. I don't know about that, actually.
I think most people.
But, like, we had to figure out getting a credit card and building credit so we can actually rent an apartment, and connecting.
Dave Ramsey's gonna pop out.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Come on
sorry.
my podcast.
Come teach us your ways. We are trying, actually, to not use credit cards, but
it's a surprise.
Like, we didn't know.
Right. What's like the bare
And
minimum, like, equivalent? So, like,
together.
financially, like, so you have to be able to.
Well, can you
live on your own?
Yeah, can you live on your own?
Right.
Like,
but that's
I don't think you should get married if you feel like you're gonna have to live with your parents for the first 2 years of your marriage. Like, to me, that's like, okay, you're not really ready then. Like, find a better job or get 2 jobs and be willing to go do that work and do it for a while so that you can save, have a cushion, and provide for yourselves. Like, be smart with money, because money is a big pressure point in marriages. Like,
it's a big stressor.
Yeah, like, I feel like it's not been this huge thing for us, but it's definitely been like, it's not been nothing. And it's definitely been something that we both had to be patient in with each other to, like, learn. And like, to talk about it, because it's heavy, and it's like, we both have different views on it. You're naturally just, you don't spend anything, and I naturally, I do spend, because I worked. Yes.
I'll spend on food.
Yes, that's like my least favorite thing to spend money on. I enjoy it, but it's my least favorite thing. I'd rather buy stuff for the house or clothes or whatever. Hey, I'm pregnant. Give me a break.
Doesn't count. I'm pregnant.
So I think that's a pretty basic thing that you should. So, like,
what's the equivalent? So if that's, like, bare minimum, right? You can step out on your own. And, like, what's the equivalent for, like, in your mind, for spiritually, emotionally, relationally? Like, obviously that's math, and so that's super simple to quantify. Right?
Yeah.
Numbers. You have the numbers.
I think
it's different.
Do you have spiritually? I would say
whatever this was.
Yeah. Spiritually is hard. I have different angles within that. I think a big one is, do you have at least your whatever, if you're male or female, like, do you have, like, somebody who's older than you that you are genuinely honest about your struggles and your weaknesses with, that they can pour into and help you navigate life? or are you kind of a loner and secretive, or only getting
Just
advice
community.
from peers? So I would say like a mentorship with somebody. Whether you're a believer or not, I just think having people that you look at their life and you say, I really like the way you live, you know, whether it's in your marriage, your kids, or they're older than you and they're single and they're walking that life. Like, I just think finding somebody who's in the stage of life you want to be in, and you actually look at them and be like, wow, like I love that quality. Like stepping into my
Being
best
around someone
friend's,
you wanna be like.
stepping into my best friend's family and just being like, wow, like I love the way this family dynamic is, you know, very open and honest and communicative and loud and, you know, all of the things, and super fun and playful. And so for me, that was like, I really love this.
Yeah.
And it looked a lot different than mine. Not that we didn't have any of that.
Yeah.
It just looked different. And obviously I wasn't always there, but I was there a lot.
You live there.
Yeah.
Don't lie.
And they let me into the real.
Yeah.
So I felt like I got a really good balance of what life looked like for them. So mentorship is a huge one. I think we're believers, so it's hard for me not to just like talk about just the Lord and like relationship with the Lord and stuff like that.
What's
but
like bare minimum?
Yeah, I
for your
mean,
mind?
yeah. Are you faithful?
Even looking back, was I there? So like I think about me a lot, like thinking about me all the time. Like was I? Again, back to your kind of questioning the frame. Like I wouldn't say I was ready. And I wouldn't even say like I was prepared or like any kind of. And there is like you can't know until you do it, until you pull the trigger.
But you did, like you found mentorship when
Right.
I
definitely prepared.
Yeah, you prepared.
But I don't think
Right, readiness is just, I don't think it's there though.
I don't. Yeah.
Do
I
you?
don't know. I don't have like a solid answer on that yet. Like if I was talking to me back then. 3 years ago, I'm not sure I would love how, and even that, I don't think that's the way of phrasing it. I don't love I don't think. But then I look at us today.
Wait, finish that thought.
I don't think I would.
What?
I don't think you're ready. I don't think you're. It's not even good enough. It's
but isn't there, so like I think that can even be like our struggle with like the younger generation or younger siblings or whatever you want to say. It's like we have to remember we're capable, and God gives us so much grace and mercy that though we don't look ready, we are taking steps to be, and that willingness is there from both parties. If the willingness isn't there and they're just like dragging their feet,
that's like one of the first.
Dude, run.
Basic.
Run.
Basic.
Run.
Basic.
If they're not keeping their word and there's sin and there's struggle. I mean, we know that firsthand, saving ourselves for marriage, and just how many like hills, and we just stump what's like a cavern, like not
valleys.
the valleys. Thank you.
No caverns.
Caverns, like we just
precipices.
we dipped and but we always fell back to the foot of the cross and repented and got people involved and helped us.
It was a big game changer.
It was a huge game changer, and so that's huge. So I struggle. Like there's definitely preparation. There's definitely a type of readiness that you want to see, but also
I want to find like a cat.
God's overarching mercy and grace is like if you're walking with Him and you both love Him and you're both willing to grow and change together, that's that beautiful arc that He gives us. You weren't ready, but God was merciful to us. And being willing to patiently talk about those things and have hard conversations when you do get married. and being patient, and like for me, like having like working on my meekness has been huge, to just like not be so strong, because I am very strong and opinionated, and just being a little bit more tender and slow and not so strong and independent, but to kind of dance with you in that and give you the space to lead us the way God intends you to lead us, and not like bulldoze over you like I my flesh kind of wants to do, which is just a part of the fall for each of us. Like you want,
or like, just habits. Like this is just like,
yes,
I've just lived
and so being
independently. Yeah,
and just recognizing when you're wrong and being willing to come and say I was wrong. You know, but sorry.
What?
I'm talking a lot.
That's awesome. You're so quiet all the other times.
What do you mean all the other times?
Just joking.
Oh, yeah. Gosh, how could you not have me on
Just to let
sooner?
You in, we clicked play on a movie last night. 30 seconds in, she's like, what? I just... And she just goes off and we talk for like an hour. We don't watch the movie. And I wouldn't have chosen any other way.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
It was really nice. Slumber parties.
Yeah.
Marriage, you get slumber parties.
Yeah.
And talk with your best friend. Find a best friend. This is now kind of turning into marriage advice. But I saw like a quote, and it was not like a Christian quote, but it was like find yourself like a friend first before a lover, because the world wants to say, oh, like sex and intimacy, like that's the most important part, but in reality, like you have kids, you have sickness, you have ailments, you have pains, you have whatever the human aspect of it is, and you gain weight, you're insecure, you're struggling, whatever that is, it ebbs and flows. But to have
trying to say something? Trying to tell me something?
But to have a best friend that you can talk with and laugh with and just enjoy those
the sexy
highs
comes and goes.
Exactly. And it so I really like just like that basic, like find yourself a friend before a lover. And I really think that's like our foundation. Like we were really close, and we spent a lot of time together, growing up together, mission trips together before we were even interested in each other. And I just think that was beautiful, and I'm grateful for that opportunity that the Lord gave us, because not everybody has that.
Yeah.
So
I always see like both sides. It's like so interesting, people like finding someone new or being introduced to someone new, like brand new, never been a friend with them, you know, not having that kind of rapport for years and years and years, and just like starting out like dating and friendship like at the same timeline, or like just having a little bit of a friendship, but just like not having a history with someone.
Dude,
I've never known that with you, and nor have I really ever wanted that. I see the adventure in it. I see the excitement. But
I was
you could
any girls that I talk with now who are still in the dating world, and that's the season of life they're in, I feel so grateful to the Lord and just empathetic to the season of like having to go outside of maybe just your church home or you like your circle of people, and to go like whether it's like dating apps or whatever. I would have real struggled.
You're like waiting.
Like I'm a people person, but to put myself out there to like meet somebody online and go on a date, like all of that like scares me. And starting from ground zero on like every topic without knowing anything about the family, or like, oh well, they picked a solid church, like that's pretty good start, you know, like.
But then they're a weirdo.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's So, yeah. So
but I mean, you married a weirdo, so
it's true. But I like weirdos. I'm one myself. What is What's with all the aircrafts today? Pausing for intermission. Yeah. But I was gonna say, there are things that I was gonna use the word sacrifice, but I think there's a better word, because it doesn't feel like sacrifice. It just feels like desires that I have to wait for, so I have to be patient in. And one of those is, my best friend is getting married, and we talked about going on like a girls trip, just the two of us, and just like having some time like before her bachelorette and before things like really change for us again, and then finding out we're pregnant, and then we have a almost 1.5-year-old, and just going away, still breastfeeding, like going away, and financially it's just not in the cards for me. And so I was hanging out with her yesterday, and she lovingly, graciously told me that her other maid of honor too, because there's two of us, they're going on a trip together. And I'm really happy that they are. I think it's going to be fun and really good for them. And they've grown up together, and they've known each other even longer than Ashley and I. But there's moments like that where it's like, oh man, like I wanted to do that. Like I wanted to make that happen, and just trusting the Lord that, man, there's going to be so many other things later. Like we're going to pop these babies out, we're going to raise these kids, and we're going to be young and hot and
minivan trips.
Actually have money to go and vacation.
It's a joke, we're not getting a minivan.
And fine, get me like a nice SUV.
With minivan doors.
But so like that's like a prime example for me where like there are things.
There's trade-offs.
Yes, but it's a season.
Yeah.
And I see that even with just a 1.5-year-old. Like there was a season of no sleep. There was a season of never really being able to leave him. And now he's getting so big, and we're having another one, and I'm excited, but it's going to be, there's just seasons. And so I just think that's the reality of getting married young. And that doesn't make me regret getting married young, but it challenges my spirit to be thankful and to be excited for her. Like she deserves that. I want her to go have fun, and I want them to have fun together. And so it just things look different. Yeah. But that's like maturity. That's like real life. Yeah. Like you don't get to just be this selfish being.
Right. What's the trade-offs? Like you don't get both.
Yeah.
Like you don't get everything you want.
Well, I think that's why marriages fail. Is because people are selfish and don't want to grow or change. They just want to like keep doing their own thing all the time, and they don't want to morph into like
be
one
an
person.
Individual when you guys are a duo now.
Yeah, I don't think that works. So that's kind of my little wrap up thought for like the good and the bad, I guess, is
no, just being realistic.
Yeah.
Which, I love that. Because it's not like, oh, yes.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Right.
Right. And it's just trade-offs. And I love that you're even hesitant to use the word sacrifice. I think it could be used in a good context.
Right.
Positive, negative. But, like, just...
I think there's a negative.
Yeah.
That it's always
there's
used negatively.
Where it's like, I had to sacrifice. I have to sacrifice. Whatever. As a negative. And you can use it in a good way.
Right.
But I think trade-offs is really neutral. And it's just like... It's an economic principle. It's like there's no solutions. There's just trade-offs.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's like you can't have this without the cons, the pros without the cons. Or you can choose this and you get different pros with different cons.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, well, which ones do you want? It's like, what are your priorities? What do you want to focus on? Right? If you want to be married, you can't be single.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so do you want to be single? It's like, well, no, I want to be married. It's like, okay, well, then you can't be single, which comes with all those perks. So those perks go away, but then you get to be married. It comes with different perks, but then other trade-offs. And so, it's a big equation.
Right. But you get a lot of the same.
Yeah.
You do.
But I think it's worth it.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's worth it for most people. But then also, so like...
I don't know about that.
Yeah, well... I think marriage is worth it.
I think marriage is worth it, but... I mean, like, we talked about everybody, like, finding out you want to get married young or you get engaged, and people are like, oh my gosh, the first year's the hardest. And then I got one person. Right. I got one person, and he's like...
You're a little weirdo.
And he's like, marriage is difficult, but it doesn't always have to be. And it's fun.
Yeah.
And he just gave me, like, a beautiful, like encouragement. And it's like, that's what I want. That's what people need. And our first year was amazing.
Right.
And we were like, man, let's add a little pizzazz and add a baby to see if we need a little bit more challenge. Like, that's just kind of where we ended up after our first year. And even then, second year was beautiful and challenging also. And we saw a lot of new things in ourselves, new selfishness coming out with a new baby. And, but we grow. Yeah. And so I just think that people don't get to hear the good, and the good is so outweighs the bad.
Well, the rewards come with the risks, with the hardships.
Yeah, but like, you get to do all the same. Like, you really do. Like, if you find a best friend, like, you get to you do most of the same things you would do if you were single. You just have an amazing friend to do it with all the time.
It's a little one up.
Literally.
Yeah, that's why I think I say it's like.
Yeah.
I think it's worth it. For
it
most
is.
People. Yeah.
But I mean.
Sometimes.
I know.
I know.
It's just that the people that don't. I don't even think I know really any. But like people that don't actually want to be together, or like morph, or like have the same, like they just do things separately all the time.
It's
and I'm like,
willingness.
I don't really get that. I really like doing everything with you.
Yeah.
Like, I like the pizzazz of like new people, but like, hey, no, you're the
I was like, you gotta acknowledge the joke, or I just look like a jerk.
Yeah.
That is something interesting though. Like that, I found I used to be so clingy. And now I'm not as clingy.
Right, now you're kind of rude about it, actually.
Yeah.
You're like, you don't count.
I'm crazy. It's like, we're context. So like, I'm by myself when I'm with you.
Yeah, that's the context.
I want to be with people.
He really loves people.
But I'm
a
really
person.
I'm bad with that.
But
I'm growing.
But I also think that I learned pretty quickly that you need people. I don't really need that many people. Yeah. I have like my core that I'm like,
your social battery is.
Yeah, I'm I'm a lot more introverted. You're very extroverted. But I learned that just giving you time with people brings you back better. Yeah. So it's almost like this selfish, like, yeah.
I got a big one.
Obviously right people, but
the audio version of the I threw a lure and I was fishing it back. They're just like, I caught a big one. What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, so what was I saying?
I don't know.
Did I finish the thought?
Yeah. You're beautiful. There's a lot more than 30 minutes, but it's awesome.
So sorry, guys.
Yeah. We'll be better next time.
Will we? I don't know.
I don't know.
Last night was a lot.
I don't know about that.
What? We can go. We talk.
Oh.
We can go
Last night was a lot.
Like, what our conversation. I was coming back to the conversation you brought up. Yeah. Way to make that weird. Hey, we're married. It's okay. Think it out.
Yeah. Thanks for doing this for me.
Yeah. Anything for you? I love you.
I love you.